I'm from the streets with a hood swallow bullets a problem on me. There's so much coke that you could
let this ride out. Hov is right. He's beating anyone in the verses. Nobody wants to see him on that stage.
Except for that boy from Canada, man. Stop it.
There's a difference between competing and winning. They can compete all they want. But at the end of the day, you know what time it is. Sorry, YouTube. I know y'all can't hear this, but this is Hov You Don't Know off the Blueprint. Welcome to another episode of the 2 for 1 podcast. I am one of the two, Trevon Gross Jr. I'm joined by my dog, my Canadian brethren, the man whose dreads is falling. That boy good. Denzel Taylor is here. What's up?
Yo. What's up, man? I'm doing good. Can't complain. You know how I be.
Real talk, man. It's another
But
great.
Yourself. I see you back.
Yes, back home.
Back in your humble abode.
Indeed. Always a pleasure to be here, man. Had a blast in my undisclosed location. Had a blast.
Yeah,
oh, man. Blast, bro.
He was giving it up.
Listen, the way I was spending, I was giving it up. the way I had to spend, oh man, I was giving it
like
up.
That.
It'd be like that, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
For sure. But we got a dope episode. We had a really good pod last week. I listened back to
we did.
We had a really good podcast last week. But today we got to talk. We got a lot to talk. We're talking about IT. We're talking about what Christmas. Christmas is coming up. Does it feel like Christmas to you?
Honestly, this has probably been maybe last year and this year. It hasn't really felt like Christmas to me. It just started being in the spirit and everything like that. I don't know. It's weird. This COVID has everything shaky. Once again, it's like we're back in the same predicament. But it's definitely Christmas, but I don't feel like an OC Christmas spirit right now.
Word, right? Yeah. It's
what about you? You feel it?
Not
in Jersey.
Not.
Yeah, it's up in the air.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm thankful I was able to get out of this and be responsible and all that type of stuff. But, but enough about that. Where do you want to start, bro? We got a good list. Where you want to start with topics?
You go right into GLeague dudes getting called up. Just the NBA in the whole right now. Like how I see it, just the way the NBA is with the the new variant COVID. As you seeing the commercials, like we're not shutting anything down, which I knew from jump. Now they're in the full of things. They're not pushing anything back. The way money's flowing right now. They can't afford to stop anything. But the most interesting I found right now is just like all the old heads that are getting called up is kind of it's good to see, but at the same time it's sort of like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So as of recent, it's tough. You had IT, Joe Johnson, and Lance Stevenson. All three of them get called up, which is cool. IT, I love it for him. He's been on a different type of journey this past year and a half. So to see him ball up at the first game, I knew he was going for like 20 plus. Like
absolutely, you just
I should have made some. I should have made some money that night and bet on him. To be honest,
for sure, right? Joe Johnson played well too. He played well for the Celtics. They just beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. Thank God we lost to the Cavs. Like I want to say like maybe a week ago. Who else signed? Lance Stevenson signed with the Hawks on a 10-day. That's dope.
Then you got Jamal Crawford on Twitter begging to get a contract. It's like, bro, it's okay. There's so many opportunities. It's like, sit your old ass down. Let these young bulls eat for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing, bro. That's what makes it tough, right? Because it's like us as the old heads now, right? Because we grew up watching Joe Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, Lance. Like we grew up watching these guys, so it's like, they should be in the league, right? Just off nostalgia. Well, I would say Lance
just off namesake.
Off namesake, right? And the same thing goes for Jamal Crawford. But at the same time, it's like kind of what I said last episode, where you have so many dudes that really should that are in the G League that like should get that opportunity, right? With all these guys that are getting in COVID protocols and everything like that, where it's like, bro, it just makes sense to, call up those guys that are in the G League that are already within your club, that are already within your program, where it's like, just give them the opportunity, to have that experience. And on top of that, once again, they get that experience and they're able to learn a lot, right? They're able to learn being in an NBA game. They're able to learn from, the actual coaching staff, whatever it may be, right? Like, I just think it just makes the most sense, especially with everything that's going on. But yeah, I think, the young guys need a chance. But it is good to see Isaiah Thomas in particular. I think because we've seen his story. Yeah, like we've seen it. And the thing is, like, he's been very, like I said, we talk about all the time, like he's been so transparent about his journey, right? Like how hard it's been. He's been transparent about, like we've seen it. Like we've seen him working, seen him working out. We see him, we've heard from other people about just how he's been playing and everything like that. So it's been really good to see him back out there really hooping. And I think he really gets a chance. I think he really just gets given an opportunity. And I think that's always been his thing. Like, excuse me.
Wake up and see. Like, I know he may not stick for the Lakers long term, but like, bro, teams out there that could use a point guard, they gotta scoop him up like easily, because you can sign him to the minimum. He's happy to play wherever, whenever.
That's a fact. Actually,
I know a couple of teams that could probably use him.
More than a couple.
You could send him off to Boston or New York. Just name a few. Like,
facts.
The way they've been disrespecting guards, they're just filtering through them joints. Might as well send them right back.
That's funny. But yeah, a matter of fact, I'm gonna call my guy. I'm gonna call. We're gonna have another guest on to the show. And give him a call. He's a surprise guest. He better answer the phone.
Yo.
What's going on, Eli Kane? This is Trevon Gross Jr. from the 2 for 1 podcast. How are you doing, my friend?
Good, my brother. How are you?
I'm doing well. Denzel Taylor is here as well, so make sure that you don't say anything incriminating. Don't say anything that messes up your roster. Don't say anything that's going to get you in trouble this Christmas season. All right, we're here to just talk basketball.
Thanks, I heard you, bro.
All right, so look, for those of you that don't know, this is my guy, Eli Kane. Right now, Eli, tell us a little bit about just where you're at right now in your basketball career.
Right now, I'm playing for NBA GLeague with South Bay Lakers.
All right, awesome. So obviously, I know your story, but it's been a long road, right? And in one of our podcasts, we talked about just how adversity strikes certain players harder than others, and it takes certain mentalities to still strive. It takes certain mentalities to really still find success and just keep going. What has been some things that have helped you with your journey as you've kind of pursued this?
I think it's been a few things. One to name would probably be just knowing what I'm in it for. A few weeks ago, we had David Fizdale, one of the assistants for the Lakers, come down and talk to us before one of our practices. A lot of things he said stuck with me, but one thing he said is, when you're going through the trials and tribulations, the ups and downs of the basketball career, he said, just remember when you started. Like, remember that kid that was, outside, however old you were, just playing basketball for the fun of it when it was free. You didn't have to worry about anything when you were just playing for the pure love. And that kind of stuck with me. And I think that kind of boils back to the same thing I said, just knowing what you're in for, knowing what you're in it for. We all started loving the game. Obviously, people do it for different reasons, but we all kind of share that same passion and love for the game. And just finding that, sticking with that, and keeping that at the forefront of every day when you approach practice or the game, or the workout, whatever the case may be.
That's real. I like that. Tell me a little bit, like, what was like the hardest part during your process as you were kind of jobless, and then now this opportunity with the G League comes up. Like, what was the hardest part for you?
Just staying with it, man. Obviously, I mean, with that's kind of with life too. But we're talking about basketball here, but just not knowing, not seeing the end of the tunnel or the end of life, like people say. Being in the unknown, that was kind of the hardest part. You see people that you played with or people you played against doing this thing or doing that thing. We kind of become victim of comparison. And people say, comparison is that can take your mind and your work ethic 100 different ways, positive and negative. You can get motivated by it, or it can kill you. So just staying staying in the process of my journey, staying in the idea of what my path would look like, and just taking everything day by day. That was kind of the hardest part. But once I kind of developed the mindset of, it is what it is, and just put my head down and do as much as I can and just let the chips fall where they may, I think that kind of helped me just keep stacking days on top of days. And God willing, I got this opportunity that lives in front of me now.
That's dope. Denzel, you got any questions for my guy?
Yeah. So as far as everything that's going on in the league right now, obviously with COVID and everyone getting called up, for that reason, like as far as you can be in the G League, so it's like it helps you, like as far as being in the G League, be like, oh, so I might be able to get this opportunity and stuff like that. I just push. You know what I'm saying? How's that help you?
E, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. You hear my guy? You hear what he said?
No, I didn't hear him.
All right, hold up. Let's see. Say it again, Denzel. Can you hear him now?
No, I still can't hear him.
Dang. Well, pretty much what he asked you was with the way the NBA is going and stuff like that,
right,
with you being in the G League and now there being potential for opportunity, like what's your mindset with all of that going on now with, obviously a bunch of guys going into COVID protocols and stuff like that?
Yeah. I would say my mindset kind of stayed the same. Like y'all both played. It's a lot of different things that go into this basketball world. Opportunity, situation, timing, a lot of things that go into it. So, you might get an opportunity one night, you might not get an opportunity the next night. So just staying consistent, playing as hard as you can, playing to your strengths, just showing teams or showing whoever you're showcasing for what you can do, not trying to force the issue and trying to prove something that you necessarily can't do. Me particular, my ace is kind of being versatile on both ends of the floor. So me just showing that I can, guard multiple positions, defensively playing multiple positions offensively, and just letting the chips fall where they may. Like I said, I'm not really into trying to predict the future as hard as it is, as competitive as we are as athletes and as human beings. You obviously wish certain things played out how you wanted to, but 9 times out of 10, it doesn't usually go that way. So just, like I said, playing as hard as I can, having fun with it mainly, because like y'all know, this can get bad mentally or physically, however, if you let it. So just having fun with it. Like I said, just playing the game and letting chips fall when they may. Every team needs certain things, and looking for different fits, so you never know what may come about. So just going out there and giving my all, really.
That's dope. I like that. Now, E, I got a question for you. This is more on the silly side.
All right.
Who, name a person or a team that you walked away and you killed them on the court for that day?
A person or a team?
Person or a team. Like you walked away like, all right, I won that matchup. Like, for sure. Like, there's no doubt. Yup. I'm here to cause a little disruption.
Right.
He over here being messy.
The first team that came into mind was for some reason every time we played Chicago State in college, I just had a field day. I don't know if it was like they weren't even really a rival, but I don't know if it was just like a same city kind of thing or whatever it came, or the way they played. They kind of like to talk a lot, and that kind of gets me going. So for whatever reason, every time we played them, I just had a good night.
That's dope. That's good. I'm trying to think, what other messy questions can I ask you? You ever had any issues with your ticket list? And you know what I'm saying.
With my ticket list, I'm not really that popular. So
Stop it.
I've only
why are you being modest, E?
I've only had 3 or 4 people kind of come to my games. Never really had no problems with that.
Keep the situation contained. I get it.
Keeping it cool. It's keeping it real cool right now.
Yeah, under control.
I get it, bro. I get it. Look, I appreciate you, E, for real. Round of applause.
Sure, my bad. Now I got a question for y'all though.
All right, what's up?
Who's the best player in the world as we speak?
As we speak right now, it's still LeBron, Ramon James. What you talking about?
Okay. What does Denzel say?
Trey. The best player in the world right now. Right now, actually, I got KD. I got KD.
KD? Oh my God.
Yeah, KD.
Denzel says KD. Respectable answer, I think.
Absolutely respectable answer.
Respectable. You know what I'm
you
saying?
on the side of LeBron, right?
I'm for sure on the side of LeBron, but I can't argue KD by any means.
No, you can't. But yeah. Great.
Yeah, we're all Brown fans here, man.
Let's say at the end of the day,
I just got to keep it real.
And that's the part that's frustrating because as real hoopers that we see what's going on. LeBron is just you can't argue. You shouldn't argue it. But once again, listen. I'm not going to say nothing that's going to get you in trouble, obviously, or put you in any bind. But it's LeBron all day now. But honestly, E, we rooting for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is.
Appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? Friend of the show. Guys, that is Eli Kane. Support him. Go check out a G League game because there's some really, really good basketball there. E, stay healthy. Keep doing your thing. All right. And I'll talk to you soon. All right.
Sure, my guys. Appreciate it, bro.
No doubt, bro. Love. One.
Yeah.
No, that was good. That was really interesting as far as, G League perspective, being in the grind, keeping his mental. Like, that's big for him. Like, he was keeping it cool, clean, like, not really get too high, too low. And as a basketball player and being in those tight situations, like, just being, like, level-headed, like a Tyler Ennis-S, or just keeping that mindset, bro. That's tough, especially at that high level with the ups and downs and just the misunfortunates that may happen. For him to be able just to keep pushing and keep that type of mindset.
Yeah, I think that's the. I think that's
to him, man.
Facts. I think that's the craziest part about it, right? Where it's like, it's one thing to keep your mindset even keel when like you're going through it, but even when you may have a big opportunity, because I mean, potentially getting called up is a huge opportunity, and like obviously he can't necessarily, obviously he's not going to necessarily like tell us on the phone, like cool, but that's a huge opportunity that is there potentially, and it's so important that even when you're close to the light at the end of the tunnel, to still just stay even keel, like don't get too high on yourself, like just keep doing what got you here. And I think that's dope. I think it's really dope. And we were talking about the G League stuff, so I was like, let me call my guys to get his thoughts. But that's
not gonna lie, because certain situations, especially like this summer, like definitely testing me, like keeping that even keel, man. It's different, man. It's different when you're in situations that you really never been in before.
Oh yeah. Look, but the real always survive. That's the name of the game. The real always survive. Like honestly, but yeah, shout out to my guy E. And y'all don't be fooled by his too even killed us. He was like, oh no, I don't get too wrapped up.
I already know what that means.
Yeah.
I can read between the lines. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Listeners out there,
he's not trying to get exposed on it, but it's all good.
Exactly. Like it's all good. But great conversation. I really enjoyed that. Where are we getting to next? We want to go Christmas game predictions.
We got Christmas games, but I don't even know what to predict because honestly, I don't even know who's playing. Like, it's going to be who we got the main matchups: Nets, Lakers. The star players are going to be like Patty Mills and THT. Like, that's going to be the head-to-head matchup.
Yeah, they're going to show.
I don't even know what we're looking at. Yeah, honestly, I think the best games here are Warriors Suns. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're all they're not all healthy, but they're all coming back from protocol as far as Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole. And the Suns are completely healthy. They've had a couple hiccups, but they have their full roster. I don't know what they got.
Because they're in Phoenix.
But it ain't Corona.
Yeah, they're in Phoenix. That's why.
Warriors, Suns, and then I got Celtics, Bucks for the best two games. Everyone else is it could be cool. I actually got I got the Suns getting some get back on the Warriors.
I could see that.
I got them probably winning that. Bucks Celtics. I can't even place nothing on the Celtics. I'm gonna just go with Bucks just off fact of that freak over there, which is insane. He's still putting up crazy numbers, like, but no one's really talking about him no more.
Yeah, just because.
Just because, like, bro,
who you got for facts? Who you got for Knicks Hawks? Trae Young is coming back. The New York villain is coming back.
He'll be back. That's gonna be. I got Hawks.
Got the Hawks
I got
winning
the
them.
Hawks in
I like
that.
that.
Yeah.
Like that. And then the last game. Oh no, do you
Mavericks Jazz.
give me? Yeah, well, Mavericks. Yeah, Mavs Jazz. Who you got?
I got Utah.
You got Utah.
Kind of easily, yeah. I got
Okay.
Utah handling.
Did you? Okay, now give me the Lakers Nets. Who wins that? Who wins Patty Mills versus THT?
Oh man, Lakers Nets. I'm gonna just go with the Nets.
The Nets.
I'm gonna go Nets. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nah, do you honestly? Okay, I got a hot take.
Okay.
All right, hot take. So, Kyrie's playing in this Christmas game.
Oh, is he?
You heard?
So I thought he's in protocol. Oh, you're saying he's coming back for it?
He's gonna play in that Christmas game because he only needs to be in protocol 5 days. He's playing
him versus Bron.
He's playing on Saturday because keep in mind, remember, they needed him to be, or he's able to play like outside of New York.
Outside, yeah.
He's playing in LA on Christmas. Is it in LA? Hold up, let me double check. Hold up. Is that game in LA? I gotta find that.
I think it is. It's next.
All right, listeners, if this game is in LA, Kyrie Irving is playing. I say it again. Kyrie
Irving is gonna score. He's gonna score like less than 15 points.
Never
under 15. Never. I got him, bro. It's just come on, Dre.
Fam, this is Kyrie
Irving.
His
first game, no preseason, nothing.
Point to prove. Magician with the basketball.
Under 15. That's kind of
I say he scores
like a 12.
Kyrie scores no less than 25 in his first game back.
5.
Less than 25. And if he scores 25, it's gonna be a loud 25.
And
I think so.
If KD is playing, his shit is gonna be loud.
No, if KD plays, KD's gonna have like 30. Cool. KD's gonna have like 30, 35, something like that. I'm saying Kyrie's gonna have like 25 to 30. I honestly could see Kyrie having a 40.
And it's against Bron, so that's the extra battery pack.
It is. That's what I'm saying. This is a great setup for Kyrie to come back. This would be a great setup for Kyrie to come back on this Christmas Day game. In my opinion, it'd be a great setup. Bron, LA, outside. I've been gone. You dudes have been talking bad about me for months. I'm putting 40 on them.
There's only been one person talking bad about him, to be honest.
I mean,
and he's a reporter.
Yeah, Stephen A., you got to chill out, bro. It's not that deep. You going, you got to leave Kyrie alone, honestly.
So, for the Christmas matchups.
Yeah.
As far as Nets Lakers, who you taking?
I'm going to take the Nets. I have Nets winning that game when Kyrie plays. I got Nets winning that. At the top for Knicks Hawks, I got the Hawks winning that. I see Trae Young going crazy again. Celtics Bucks, I gotta pick my Celtics. We're figuring it out. Suns Warriors, I'm gonna piggyback off you. I see the Suns getting that win. And then Jazz Mavs, I think the Utah Jazz win it. I think the Utah Jazz win it. The Utah Jazz are a very interesting team to me. They're a very interesting team. Only because the Jazz, they're pretty much who the Bucks were 3 or 4 years ago. Where it's they have a great team. They have a good system. They're winning a bunch of games in the regular season. But it hasn't come together.
They haven't reached over the hump in playoff time.
Yeah, playoff time is where it gets a little hairy. And I think that's the rough part about it.
They have great players. I mean, every team in the NBA or every team that goes to the finals or wins, they have a consistency of, you could say, two all-stars or maybe even 2 superstars, which they do. I mean, they have Donovan Mitchell, you could say superstar, and then they have Rudy Gobert, who's always all-star.
Yeah,
but I don't just. It's the mesh or just the dynamic of the team when it comes to I don't know, crunch time. It just doesn't add up. I don't know if it's the Donovan Mitchell problem. I don't even think it's him. It's just that them as a whole, it just doesn't
But they have a great team. Like between Joe Ingles, I forget the other dude's name. He has a funky last name. I don't want to disrespect him. It's like something with a D, I think. But him, they got Jordan Clarkson coming off the bench. They have
perfect cats, like the perfect assets.
Yeah, like they have really good pieces. So that's why like they're an enigma to me, because I think I'll say this: if the Jazz don't do something in the playoffs within the next 2 to 3 years, they're gonna switch up that roster. They're gonna blow that team up.
Free Mitchell. that's what we're gonna be streaming.
Well, I don't know, because he just signed an extension, I think like 4-year, 95.
We've seen in the NBA all that really doesn't matter.
Yeah, we've
seen it time and time again. All that extension. I'm gonna sign and get my bag. If I want to leave, I'm gonna do that too.
Yeah,
this is a players' league, man.
It is. It really is. But like, you have to love it. You just have to, because
you have to love it and hate it at the same time, man. Blame Bron, but we're here.
That's why Scotty's so tight. All these players are getting out of their contracts. That's why
Scotty was out here like a slave. He won't go nowhere.
10 years, 17. He's like, boy, I wish I could do what these youngins is doing now. I wish.
He could have got the bag. Oh my stay God. Under Jordan's wing, man.
Facts. Thank God we haven't heard anything from Scotty. Thank God. Scotty, shut up.
He will soon. Yeah, he was getting it all, man. Ex-wife and everything. He was coming off a crazy breakup. Last dance. He's out here looking crazy. It was rough times, man. It was rough times.
It was a bad time for my guy. It was a really bad time. I feel for him. I can't say I've experienced that pain, but that was pain. I haven't experienced what he went through. Nope. None of mine ever got taken like that. Nope.
Rapper just come and scoop up your joint, man.
Yeah,
your whole wife.
Yeah. Honestly, can we talk about that for 2 seconds?
Go ahead.
Just 2 seconds. Just the dynamic between the hoopers and the rappers. Like it's one thing to watch out for other hoopers. It's one thing because you kind of know how hoopers maneuver and operate. But then when out of nowhere,
musicians who be pouring out their heart in melodic form to everyone, to these women, it's like, bro, it's too much.
That's tough.
It is too much. I gotta worry about my teammates. I gotta worry about other people playing. Now I gotta worry about these rappers. Man.
That's why it ends up just becoming a game of who got more money. Honestly, when you think about it, when you're up against that much and you still want to be in the streets, I can see why it just turns into, well, I got bread and I'm gonna spend it.
What was more cornier? Because it seems like the people who are just outright corny with it, they always seem to have the nice ones on them or be stealing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's true. Money talks, boy. Money talks. Let me tell you. Money talks. Some of these dudes is ugly, but that's that's a topic for a whole another day. But yeah, bro, I actually saw a funny tweet. One of my guys, he tweeted this. He was like, the way things are going now, they about to show us a GLeague game on Christmas Day.
Bro, they might as well, man. Stop canceling games. Like your point you said last week, you might as well just put out the whole roster, GLeague roster. Let them hoop. Give them a real showcase on ESPN TNT platform where at least 6-7 guys are playing. Because that's the right games are getting canceled. Like,
and the thing is, too,
they're going to make it up.
People are still going to watch. People are still going to watch. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, folk are still going to watch those games. So it does, call those dudes up. But I thought that tweet was hilarious when he was like, at this point, we got to just watch a G League game. And I just thought at the time, I was like, that is hilarious. But Christmas Day, Saturday should be a good one. What else we got for topic?
What else we got?
What you got?
Man, just your boy's out again.
Who?
AD.
That was actually scary. I saw that. I was concerned for a second. Like, I thought he was about to get hyper his knee. Huh?
I'm not gonna lie. I always say that. Like, every time he goes down, like, I'm sorry, it may be bad. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Dude is the most prima donna guy. I'll see stuff happen and be like, bro, I know I'm on the court. Like, bro, you're fine. You're not hurt. Get up.
Yeah, I mean,
he has to do all the limping, go back to the locker room, come back out. Now he's fine. It's like, dude, LeBron's had enough. You see him on the side. He's not even paying him attention. He worried about what's going on.
Yeah, and that's why, like, the more I see it, like, for one, I don't count this injury that he has now as like one of those like you ain't really hurt, just because I like seeing the clip in the video, like
you see what happened.
Yeah, like, fam, all right, that's like, I don't count that in this, AD is soft, street clothes, like that happens to any player in the league, like they're having a knee sprain or worse, like straight up. But with him specifically, outside of this current injury, it's hard. It's hard to defend it. Like it's more and more when we see these things with him and his injuries, it makes me further believe that since winning the championship, like he's chilling. Like since he won that chip, he's coasting. Like mentally, he's not. Like I saw a video. Someone put a video together on Twitter, and I think you sent it to me with him and like.
Oh yeah, the clips. He's not even like 70% of himself the way he was.
Yeah,
this
like
year
something's
bad. Just the shot selections, him not going. He just doesn't look right. Yeah,
airballing shots and missing certain. So for me, I'm gonna give grace, and I'm gonna say, like, I just pray everything in his personal life is okay. Like just as a player that has had personal stuff going on where you still have to perform things like that, I just pray that, and this might sound bad, that like I hope this can just be chalked up to, I know he just got married, stresses of that, like, you know what I'm saying, just off the court stuff is affecting his focus on the court, which, obviously prayers, wish him nothing but the best, family, health, the whole nine, like, you know what I'm saying, because I think that's an aspect of it that people miss. Now granted, I do also land on the side of like, you still have a job to do, absolutely. But this is where I wish, and we've talked about this in earlier episodes, this is where I wish like players kind of leaned into the media more. In the sense, like, give the media a reason so that way you give them an option to not kill you in the media, if that makes sense. Like, for example, let's take AD out of it, right? Let's say there's a player, he has high expectations, and he has a relationship with the media. If he has something personal going on, right, and especially we're in a climate where mental health and all that stuff is going on, if he's in a position where he has something personal going on, whether it's stuff going on with his kids, wife, mom, dad, whatever, and it's affecting his performance, in my opinion, that player could say to the media, hey guys, I got a lot going on at home, and I'm here, I'm giving this team the best I can. And I don't think in today's climate anyone necessarily challenges that. I don't think anyone, looks at him like, why would you say that? Like, it just, not saying it necessarily justifies, but it now puts the media
in some type of reason in the know, like backstory. Right. Okay, maybe this is why. Stuff like that. It is kind of tough because it's like, I don't want to blame anyone or put in any excuses of what I got going on, because life happens, everyone out here, whoever goes through their 9 to 5, whoever works with, like, they're all going through stuff and they still have to perform. But I get it on that aspect. It's just like, there's no answers, everyone's always digging for answers, and they're just going to report stuff, come up with random stuff that's not true. So it's like, I'd rather say something than have the media make up and run with stuff that's not true. So I understand.
That's kind of like what like I wish more kind of leveraged the media, because if that player says that, right, in the media and says, yo, I got a lot going on at home and please just respect my privacy and I'm just giving this team the best I can right now, right? Player says that. At that point, anything that the media says to try to decrypt that, you know what I'm saying? Like, now the media looks bad for even, once again, just in the climate that we're in. So,
or even, trying to figure out or stating something that's not even true after I just indulge that information to you.
Correct. And once again, saying, hey, I got a family situation at home, that is blanketed enough where obviously you're not putting anybody on blast. You're not giving details. You're not telling anybody who's involved, what's happening, nothing like that. But you're just giving the platform to say, yo, I got life going on right now, but I'm here giving it the best I can. But when you allow the media to fish and create these false narratives, now the perception of you is that it's just your fault and you got to figure it out. And so I wish, and once again, like back to AD, if that's what's going on with AD, prayers, you know what I'm saying, best wishes, the whole nine. But the way he's been playing it's been abysmal. Like, it's been bad. It's been bad. Yeah. Now, I still believe AD to be a top 5 player in the league. I think that's his potential. His potential is not
his potential.
I feel like
his
no one should
potential is there.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like we're saying like, oh, you know, AD is just, you know, a top 30 player in the league and he should just. It's like, no, like when AD is hooping, AD is a top 5 player in the league. I don't think that anyone should be arguing that. And if you're arguing that, you don't know basketball. So to see him playing at this poor of a level, knowing his potential, to me, in my brain, it's like, okay, like maybe something's going on.
Something's going on.
You know what I'm saying? Like the easier route would be, oh, like won the championship. Now he's just chilling. He's lost his motivation. Whereas I'm gonna choose grace and say, all right, maybe something's going on that we don't know about.
Give him some leeway.
Yeah, that's my hope. That's my hope. Just 'cause AD is too good. Like, you know, guys are just too good.
Too good. Nah, I see him all the time. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's too good to be going out like that, man.
Right.
Hopefully everything's all right, man. Prayers up to him, though.
Yeah, no, prayers up to him. Can we talk about Paul George? Yeah. Paul George has been cooking.
What's going on over there?
Fam.
I haven't been paying attention to the Clippers right now at all.
I mean,
but I know he has to be out there cooking. It's him and
Terrence Mann.
Terrence Mann.
Mm-hmm. Now, granted, Terrence Mann has been hooping. Like, shout out to him. He's another dude that really had to grind to get it. So
bro,
I don't say that
his motor is on 100, bro.
Yeah, no, he plays hard,
bro. He plays hard, and he be out there confident as hell. Like,
oh yeah, for sure,
guys,
for sure. But
hooping.
But with Paul George, he's been killing, bro. Like, honestly, like I'm watching this Kings game with the Clippers and Kings. Like, Paul George is really an alien. Like, really an alien.
He's a smooth criminal who needs to get his just due. Like, this, he needs to, I don't know, either Kawhi needs to leave or just he needs to, like, evolve as far as like, this is my team now. Like, Kawhi's been there 3 years. He probably played all of 60 games. Like,
yes.
Come on, cut it out.
Yeah.
It's getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand.
Bro, I'm over Kawhi. I better not hear Kawhi in a GOAT conversation again. Like,
Kawhi's out here living his best life. But not a GOAT conversation, but as far as just a conversation, I think he's always going to be there, though. The rings, man, it's tough. The rings, the performances, the finals MVP, it's hard to kick him out of there. But the only thing I will say is his injury and him not playing. Other than that, when he's on the court, he got all the tools, bro. When he on the court, he be doing his job. I will say that.
No, I give it to him.
I can't be mad at it.
So,
I can't be mad.
So would I be wild to say that he's like Robert Horry?
You're crazy. You're wild.
Forget it.
Hell no, he's not no Robert Horry.
Forget it.
Robert Horry is a supporting cast member on a winning team who hit a couple big shots.
Rings. You said big time performances.
That's bro. Every team he's been on, winning wise, Kawhi has been the best player. Robert Horry has never been the best player on any of the teams for his 7 rings. Just stop it. You're being very disrespectful right now.
I said stop it. I said I'll stop.
Very, very disrespectful.
I'll stop. Listen, I'm just asking the questions. I'm just here to ask a question. That's it. You said rings. It can't argue rings. Robert Horry got rings.
I said Finals MVP as well. MVPs.
Who?
I said Finals MVP.
You did.
MVPs.
You did. Yes. Yeah. That's true. So
I said best player on his team every time he won a ring. What is that? 3 rings? We got 2.
Just 3?
No, I think it's 3. Yeah, 3. He's been the best player on every single team.
What's
two?
What's the
I
third?
thought it was three. I thought it was two with San Antonio. My bad. I thought it was two with San Antonio and one with the Raptors.
Yeah.
So it's two. Yeah, it's two. It just 1-1. Hey,
listen, respect. No, listen. Kawhi is a great player. Absolutely great player. I don't want anyone out here to think like I hate Kawhi or anything like that. Like, respect to that man. Like, Hooper. However, this behavior I've been seeing within the last year and a half, no, should not be any go. Like I said, I will circle back to when his team is in the playoffs and he's sitting in the box. That is nuts. I'm sorry.
He don't be contributing anything to those guys. He be in his own world.
That's what I'm saying. Like at the end of the day, like, because I do believe there's power in optics of things. Like, bro, you cannot be the leader of that team. I don't care how many text messages you send. I don't care if you was in the locker room during pregame. I don't care if you was in the locker room postgame. You have to be on that bench. Like, and that's I'm saying the bench, but like just in general, like optics wise, like us as the general viewing public, if you are the leader of the Clippers, I should see you when the Clippers are playing, the camera's cutting to you saying we're waiting for him to come back. I don't even think he's on their bench right now.
It's just like I said, like Kawhi gets away with all these stuff just because of personality wise. Like,
yeah,
people have ran with this for years. That's just how he is. So no one questions anything. If this was any other person, obviously we're talking about it. We're questioning it.
Yeah,
you see Kawhi, it's just Kawhi. There's nothing
right.
wrong.
Right, and that frustrates me.
And it's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair for the Paul George. It's not fair to other people on this team. But that's just how it is, and that's how it forever will be with him. No, people know they signed up for it.
No, it's a very good point. Very good point. It's crazy to see, but whatever. Shout out to Paul George, man. I would love. Maybe we should try to get Paul George on the show someday somehow.
PG-13.
Yeah, that'd be hard.
Trying to get that.
This is definitely like a Paul George podcast. Like, we are big supporters of Paul George. I know I am. I don't know about you. You be having some crazy basketball takes, so I don't know.
I'm a supporter. The disrespect is crazy, so I don't rock with the Paul George disrespect. That's one thing. It's like, okay, we need to cut out because he's definitely one of them.
Yeah.
No question.
That's a fact. Because but that dude, in my opinion, he's like the smoothest player in the NBA. He has the smoothest game in the NBA.
Bro, I don't think that's a question.
Yeah, like I think some people are like, you could say KD. Like, KD is a good, like, you could say KD. Obviously, you can't get mad at that. But in terms of just overall fluidity in game, oh my God, PG is.
Yeah, it's on lock.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Paul George. What we got? We got anything else? Anything else you need to talk about? All right, I'm trying to think. What's there to talk about? Let me check my topic list. See if we missed anything. This was a good podcast, bro.
No, it was.
Let's see. Anything else happening? I'm thankful we went a week without getting any crazy overseas basketball news. That was good to see.
I haven't even been on. I gotta check overseas for overseas fits. Maybe having the scoop on everyone.
No, that's a fact. Heck, D Rose is out 8 weeks. My God.
Oh my God! No, there's no way Joe Johnson should be out here killing these people like this.
So Joe Johnson's like 41, isn't he?
He's a buck.
Yeah, no, Joe Johnson is really different. Yeah, I don't have anything. I mean, shout out to Kemba for getting back in the rotation. UVA lost to Clemson. That's kind of annoying, but whatever. Shout out to my guys.
Shout out to Kemba again, because he torched the Celtics for 31 piece, fresh off not playing for like 10, 11 games. Alex Burks playing in front of him. Cut the shit. Yeah. I don't care how well Alex Burks is playing. Don't ever disrespect Kemba like that ever again.
No, listen, I agree.
I don't know who is the Knicks GM.
Ain't it Dolan? Or no, Dolan's the owner. I have no idea.
Oh shit! Who's a coach out there? I don't even know.
Thibodeau. Tibbs is the coach.
You're not playing defense or something?
I don't know.
I could play for Coach Tibbs right now.
I've been hearing Tibbs is like working his guys too hard. Like, they be looking tired in the games.
He's too. I don't know if he's too. I don't know, but like I've heard some stories like a Coach Thibodeau like training camp or something. Oh my god, like it'd be crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bro, what's up with your boy Randall, man?
He hasn't been playing well at all.
I don't know if he's being exposed. I don't think he's tired or anything like that. But like watching the game, it's like he's turned into ISO jump shooter type. Get to my spot, jump shot. But that's not his game. He's playing outside of his game. It like he'll hit shots. Don't get me wrong, he'll hit them. But like, bro, get back to getting in that lane, get it on the block, like full speed, full court, 90 feet downhill, get to your left hand. Like he's very much give me top of the key, 3-point, 2-dribble, pull up.
Yeah. And I think
that's sort of become his game.
And the thing with him too is like he works on that one-on-one. So like it's and that's why
it's like I have to do it.
Yeah, that's why it's so important in terms of what you work on in the summer. It's so important because it literally either makes you or breaks you. Like if you want to work on your one-on-one game and you're, let's say, just a catch and shoot guy, like you still need to work on your catch and shoot.
Catch and shoot.
Like at the end of the day, you're building on whatever you already are. So like you said, where for Julius to go from, playing bully ball, full court, downhill to now where it's, mid post ups and ISOs, it's like, yeah, you'll work on it, but like it takes, you know what I'm saying? Like it takes a lot. It takes time. It takes rhythm. It like for you to just change your game like that. Like it's not an easy transition. So yeah, I mean, I pray he gets it together because I think he's just not playing well. And I think once again, it's not. I don't like to indict anyone in the sense of like, well, like no point in like over complicating whatever the issue may be. Like he's just not playing well, and that's just simple. Like you know how it is. Like one game could change that. So
hopefully he gets a good break All-Star.
I pray so.
Comes back correct.
Same thing with AD. I pray they just gotta make it there.
All-Star game or All-Star break, whatever, when it comes up, I'm already claiming it. I'm putting in there. Andrew Wiggins, first time All-Star this year is happening. It's happening.
Higgins?
That's my hot take. That's my hot take. All-Star. No question.
Not too mad at that. I think he's deserving.
It's going to be Steph and him from the Warriors.
Not mad at that.
And Draymond's been hooping. Oh my God.
You owe him an apology. You owe him an apology.
You owe Andrew Wiggins an apology.
I owe
Draymond an apology.
I apologize to Wiggins. I said, yo, thank you for finally playing how we always knew you could play. I apologize.
Hey, Draymond, thank you for finally playing like how we know for you to play. Because last year was some bullshit. But this year, you're finally back with the guys. You're finally talking your shit. You're out there triple-double machine. I love when he played. Like, he's probably the most important player to that team. Like,
oh no, he is.
If you're a player, especially on the defensive end. I've seen that clip. Oh my God! Like I watched that 1,000.
Yeah. You're 1,000%.
He's one, and like you get those guys once in every, want to say 30 years. Like there's one guy like a Draymond. Like those are hard to come by, man.
That's why.
Shout out to him.
When him and KD got into it, that's why it was so interesting because it's like, he is the X factor to our team. But that's KD.
He is.
But that's KD. Like, what do we do here? But no, that's real. They have been hooping. But if you ain't got nothing, we can end this.
Yeah, we can wrap this up.
All right. Well, we appreciate you all. We hope you have a great Christmas. When you hear this, actually, Christmas will be tomorrow. So Merry Christmas to you and your family. Merry Christmas from the 2 for 1 podcast. We appreciate you. We love you. And we'll see you guys next week. We out.